Hi everybody, it's Gringo Elise in the DR. I know we haven't seen each other or talked to each other for a while, but there's a few topics I want to cover. One is banking. I knew I was going to get to this and it took a while, but so there's multiple banks here. There's Scotiabank, there's Banco Popular, there's Banca Santa Cruz, there's Banco Leon, Caribe Express. So there's multiple banks here, and they have rules just like anywhere else. One of the ones I find that would be the oddest or the strangest, or one of the ones that are most interesting, is they're very, very much on take note to prevent money laundering, especially drug laundering, money laundering, all those things. So they take very preventive measures for that to not happen. And when we came, we had to provide a bunch of paperwork to prove that the source of income that we have is obviously proper and not laundered in any way. So that was one of the things I found to be very interesting. The other thing about the banks are, and I hear only one bank does this. Every other bank does it the same. So banks here, you get a PIN number, but that PIN number is only for the bank machine. When you have a point of transaction, you go to the bank itself. When you go to a point of transaction, you go to a store itself, you want to make a purchase, they don't require a PIN. You just swipe your card, or you tap your card, and that is it. It's made, you'll get a text message to your phone that you've been linked up to it, and just basically stating that, is this you? And if it's not you, you can dispute it, but if not, that's the way it is, which I find to be a little hilarious, but it is what it is. So that's part of the banking in Dominican. Anyways, some banks are, like we use Banco Santa Cruz. It was recommended to us. They're a pretty good bank, very professional. So again, it's not exactly like it is in Canada, but you know what? It is fairly common here, and to me, they've been pretty good to us, and they're on top of their shit. So that's good for us. The other thing here, real estate. Real estate in Dominican has been just absolutely crazy. Prices are going up. People are coming here every day from all places in the world, but I gotta say, there's a lot of Canadians, Americans, Russians, Germans. People are coming from everywhere, wherever they've gotten sick and tired of their crap at home. They've come here. They come here to partake in the Dominican lifestyle, and they are buying real estate like crazy. And they are building here like crazy. People can't build fast enough. So I guess it's a little like that everywhere in the world, but here, especially right now, it is a challenging time to find the house that you might need or want for a reasonable price. So prices are going up. People are realizing that, and people are taking advantage. And so be it. Capitalism at its best, I guess. So those are other challenges. What else we want to talk about? So we've talked about real estate. We talked about banking. Let's talk about driving. Driving in the DR. Driving in the DR has been pretty interesting, only for the fact that it is like no other place I've ever been. And I've driven in South America, I've driven in Italy, driven in Canada, driven in the States. But rules here, like traffic lights, stoplights, are merely a suggestion. There's no such thing as people who really understand the laws or abide by them. The police don't even, what they're most worried about is silly things like No helmets. So on Wednesdays, that's the only time you'll see the motorcycles wearing a helmet, is when Wednesdays, because it's known that in particular areas we are in, on Wednesdays they ticket people, which is hilarious because every other day nobody wears anything. So, and if you, there's no words that can explain to you how these people drive, especially on a motorcycle. They're coming at you from every different angle. They will pass you on the left to turn right. Just craziness is here, and like I said, I've driven in a few places. I've never seen madness like this in my entire life. No video I can show you will justify or explain it to you how they are, because it's just absolutely ridiculous. All I can tell you is you have to have patience and just go with the flow here. And we particularly are never in a rush to get anywhere. So, if someone wants to pass me or someone wants to drive like an idiot, so be it. Let them be. I don't get caught up in that crap. I just kind of go with the flow, and I'm on island time. So if I'm not there now, I'll be there in 5 minutes. And the most hilarious part is I find Dominican people to be very tranquil and relaxed and stuff until they get behind the wheel of a car. And then, well, I don't know what happens. They drive, and I don't want to put anybody down, but they are literally maniacs behind the wheel of a car for the most part, especially the motorcycles. The motorcycles absolutely have no regard for their own lives when they're driving, because it's absolutely fucking crazy. And I don't want to use language like that, but it is absolutely mind-boggling to see and to hear what they do and how they conduct themselves on the roads that they share. Since we've been here, we've seen like three accidents here involving a motorcycle and a car. And it's a motorcycle trying to pass a car when a car is trying to turn into an establishment. So the motorcycles got to understand is they're not they're not what's the word I want to use here? Invincible. They're vulnerable. And for 2 months, I couldn't figure out why there were so many people walking around here with only one leg. And I figured it out. It used to be all motorcycle drivers that got into an accident, severe accident. They had to have their leg amputated because of the fact that they had severe injuries. And I figured it out. It's literally that reason. Because after watching a few of these accidents happen with motorcycles and how they conduct themselves and how they drive, it's absolutely crazy not to be able to, keep it together. So that's a problem. Anyways, life in the DR is amazing. I would recommend it to everybody or anybody. These are little things you have to learn to live with, because again, this is not your home country, not our home country. But these are little things, and maybe I rushed over these things, but it's hard to explain them in a video. All I can say is, anybody who's ever thinking about moving here or coming here, pick an area that you like or people have recommended to you. Try it out for a few months at a time. 2-3 months. Rent somewhere close to where maybe you want to purchase. Get the feel for the area. Get the feel for the need or the want that you. That way you know what you need, and then you know what you want, and then you can see if that meets your criteria or lifestyle. Because honestly, we particularly are in Casalinda, on the north coast of the Dominican Republic, and I know people complain about Casalinda and then say it's expensive and whatever. I'm sorry. Me as a person who's come from Canada and are used to some amenities, I love Casalinda, and I'll tell you why. You pay for what you get. You want standards. You want what's the word I want to use? You want credibility. You want things that are going to happen in a timely manner. You pay for what you get at Casalinda. And yeah, maybe HOA fees are a little bit more expensive, but I get everything I want. I get everything I need, and I get it in a timely fashion. The community is like no other. It's clean. It's taken care of. Top-notch security in probably the whole island. Garbage 6 days a week. I know other people like other neighborhoods and they don't want to pay that much for, services or whatever. I'm sorry, you pay for what you get. I've been here a little more than almost 3 months now, and the most I've lost power is for 15, 20 minutes on the worst of storms, and the backup generator kicked in and blah blah blah, and everything worked, and that was worst case scenario. So I can vouch for people who live in Sosua Cabarete, which is close to me, but they're not in gated communities, or they are in gated communities but different communities, and they lose power. They lose power or water for a day. Now, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen to anybody, but what I can say, or what I can do, or what I can want, is the fact that I pay for these things, but I have them available to me. Over there's problems in other communities that they can't even address, because it's much bigger than just community. So that's a problem for them. At least I know where I get and what I want and what I need. I pay for it. It's here. There's no other question about it. And I love the fact that maybe it's catered to North Americans, Canadians. Okay, and maybe I want to be surrounded by like-minded people. That's my choice. But for the amount I pay and what I get my bang for the buck. And I know that myself and my family, we're safe. I feel safe. Guards are on pretty much every corner. They walk, they patrol, they're friendly, they're informative, they're good people. They want to make sure you're having a good time when you're here. They want to take care of you. If that's not where you want to be, I don't know where you want to be. And maybe some people just don't want to be bothered with some people don't want to be bothered with anything or anybody, but that's their business. I can tell you what works for us. And I know that myself, my wife, and my daughter, we feel safe here. We sleep with the windows open. I can't say that for most people here in Dominican, because of where they live and the possibilities for them. Now, I'm not saying things can't happen, but for where we are, I feel at home. I feel comfortable. I feel great about the fact that people, places, and things around me are safe. The people around me are like-minded. The people around me care about me. I can't say that about everywhere here, but and there are other communities that are pretty great too, but they don't meet our criteria and what we want. So no harsh words to them. They are good in their own right, just not good for our fit. So anyways, this is a little update on life in the DR. I know if anybody has any questions, please, comment. Let me know if you want or need or have any questions, and I would love to answer them. But I promise you, soon will be our 3 months. And we are going to do full testimonials. Probably go live. And that would probably be in a couple weeks. I think the 23rd of February would be actually our 3 months being here. And I can tell you there's going to be some great updates and surprising updates for people too, because we have changed our lifestyle. We have added a whole health element to our lives, a more active lifestyle, which we are all happy about. We are all happy about the situation and how we've conducted ourselves here and how people have treated us, and also how we've embraced the Dominican culture, the Dominican language, the Spanish language, and it's something that we appreciate and we love. And always great, more things to come. Anyways, I just wanted to share some of that easy, simple stuff. I want to make sure everybody's happy and good, and I promise something great coming soon. We've been working on ourselves really hard, so the 3 months will be coming up soon, and that'll be something amazing. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, for the most part, just wanted to have a could chat with everybody. Again, Gringo Unleashed in the DR. See you soon.